Hello and welcome to all my Aries or folks with major Aries placements to your March astrocast predictions. Woohoo! So this is going to be this is like a new thing. I'm back doing regular astrocasts. I had to take some time off for some health, related stuff I really had to tend to, but back on the mend, baby. That cough may have sounded counterintuitive, but don't you believe it. I'm doing much better. So yeah, I want to kind of give a brief rundown of how astrocasting works for the unfamiliar, the uninitiated. Like I said, this is going to be for all my Aries out there and everybody who has significant Aries placements. So the way astrocasting works is, as you can see, we have this lovely circular board, and then I have these little teeny tiny tarot cards. Look how cute they are. Just like, look at this little Ace of Cups, little tiny hearts. So I reach in blindly and then take a couple of cards and cast them onto the board and read for the energy of the cards and what area of life it falls under. So this is kind of, excuse me, what you can expect from my lovely Aries out there. I do want to kind of make this with the caveat that how it plays out will be different for each of you based on your personal astrology, as well as just kind of the circumstances of your life journey up till this point. So if you are looking for an astrocast for yourself, please feel free to check out my shop link in the description box, and you can DM me for a custom astrocast reading. I also want to just make a quick note too that this is going to be, like I said, for people with major Aries placements. So if you kind of want to get a feel for, let's say you have Venus in Aries, what may or may not be going on in Venus related areas of your life, or how that Venus energy is going to be impacted in the month ahead, you can watch for that, right? This is also for cross watchers. So use it, as you see fit. But with that, let's get started and look at your March 2023. All right, so I'm going to keep this. If you've seen my regular astrocast before, they tend to get a little lengthy. These ones are going to be a little bit more concise. But yeah. Excuse my cough. I'm so sorry. Ooh, okay. So we have the Lovers coming out reversed in the 6th house. And my rule of thumb is if the top of the card is facing inward, that's reversed. As you can see here, if the bottom of the card for the most part is facing inward, that's upright. And if it's on its side, this is where the energy is in flux. So we have the Lovers reversed in the 6th house. We have this 6 of Cups bordering mostly in the 2nd house with a little bit of the 1st house. And then we have, woof. Okay, some spicy stuff. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, my allergies. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy coming through in the 9th house. So some of that may be important for you. Let's talk about your month ahead. A lot of you are having really big shifts when it comes to your how you want to organize your life, right? I love the spring energy that's coming in, and Aries kind of embodies that in general, where there's this sense of a breath of fresh air, right? With the Lovers reversed in the 6th house and the 6 of Cups upright, kind of bordering the 1st, but mostly 2nd house, a lot of you are going to be going through a period of time, or you've been going through this period of time, and this will be a culmination point where you are looking at your life, right? You're looking at the 6th house as mind, body, spirit connection. And this is why it talks about like health and our daily routines. It's kind of how we live our lives, right? How we ground all areas of our lives. And so having that be reversed in the 6th house, the Lovers reversed, you're making choices. And these are going to be choices that are in alignment with you at the soul. For some of you, you're making choices about relationships because we have, counterpart energy here, soulmate energy here. Excuse me. You're making, choices when it comes to the people in your life. But for a lot of you, I'm getting this sense that you are making choices about what you feel like brings you a sense of, I'm hearing empowerment and security with the 6 of Cups in the 2nd house and like bordering the 2nd and 1st house. The 1st house is, that's naturally Aries house, but it's the house of the self. And the 2nd house is where we start to really, in the story of the Wheel of the Zodiac, this is where we start to differentiate ourselves from our primary caregiver. And this is why this talks about our sense of security, what we put value in, right? And it can also talk about, so on the surface level, it's about career, finances, our material well-being, our possessions, which is absolutely true. It can also talk about our perceived value, like how we put value on ourselves. including like how we put value on our special skills. And the reason why I say that is because the 2nd and 6th house can both be career houses. So for some of you, this is going to manifest in career, where you're making different decisions. Possibly you're leaving your job. You are leaving your career field entirely. You're going and striking out in a different direction. You might be thinking about starting a business. Hang on, sorry guys. Starting a business or expanding your business. And there's this energy of at the heart of all of this is making choices that honor yourself, making choices that support your sense of self-value and increase your feelings of security. A lot of you with the 6 of Cups may have been kind of doing some inner child healing, doing some inner work. And the reason why I say that is because we have this Death card in the 9th house. So the 9th house is that expansive energy. You're getting a higher spiritual perspective. You're learning, you're integrating. And with Death there, that's a huge energy of transformation. It's hard to see on this card. Yeah, but you see the background, there's this little sun rising, and it's in between the pillars that we actually see on the moon card. I like that we have the sunshine here too. So this kind of suggests that where there was once illusion, where there was once fear, where there were once subconscious programs that sort of evaded your understanding or influenced your behavior in a way that you were struggling to grasp, this is where you are getting that sense of enlightenment, right? This is where you are, I'm hearing, coming to terms with something. You're kind of like seeing how all the pieces fit together. And this has a huge emphasis on your health, well-being, and value. I kind of want to pull a little, yeah, because I just noticed in the jar here is the Judgment card. So yeah, you're doing things differently. And these... excuse me, choosing what you love and choosing what you want to participate in from a place of self-love and truly valuing yourself and, like I said, honoring yourself is going to be not only what possibly for some of you facilitates or is like a catalyst for this change, but what also supports this change. I do want to pull one clarifier for the Death card. It is absolutely this one. Yeah, exactly. Justice. Okay, I'm not surprised. So Libra energy showing up. A lot of major arcana for only 4 cards. A lot of you are making really big changes. Sorry, I'm also just thinking about the fact that Chiron is currently in Aries. So regardless of your Chiron placement, I do feel like there is healing. There's like deep healing that you've been working through. I'm so sorry, guys. A lot of you have been also, you're wrapping up karmic cycles. And this makes sense because Saturn is transiting from Aquarius into Pisces in March. So that transit is going to bring a lot of closure for you guys, a lot of understanding. It's going to bring in karmic justice and like cosmic energetic rebalancing. So I feel like with, you know, this clarifying Death, what this massive change is centered around is finding your truth and being grounded and balanced in that, right? As well as the universe giving back to you something that was ostensibly taken from you. So for example, if you've been working on inner child healing or subconscious reprogramming, something that was, you know, through no fault of your own, that may have impacted your sense of self-worth or how you show up in certain situations, heavy emphasis on career and love here. That new understanding, that profound understanding, and that transformative energy is essentially, in effect, giving back to you what you didn't get in childhood, what was kind of, you know, I don't want to say taken from you because, you know, we're all just people doing our best, right? But what you didn't end up getting, you are going to be getting now. And it's going to be changing the way that you live I'm hearing your entire life. So some of you may have already started to see these changes happening. Some of you might be feeling it intuitive. I'm getting hermit mode. So you may have been in hermit mode recently. Sorry if you can hear my bones crack. Speaking of Saturn. And this is why. So March is going to bring in a lot of understanding. For some of you, you're having a conversation with somebody. Again, heavy emphasis on like an interpersonal relationship or a conversation with your boss. I'm seeing if there's anything else I get for you guys. For some of you, you're talking with a partner, a very significant soul partner, about where you want this relationship to go. You're talking about what it is that you need to feel secure in a relationship. You're talking about how, you know, 5th to the 6th house to me can talk about grounding a relationship. And just because the Lovers showed up, you're talking with a partner. And with Justice, this is a commitment marriage card. You're talking to a partner about what you would need to ground a relationship, or, you know, take it to the next level. What you would need to feel like you are staying true to yourself, you know, you're being authentic to yourself, but you're also staying grounded and balanced and compromising with one another. So for some of you, there is that conversation coming. I'm seeing if I get anything else. But yeah, big changes on the horizon, particularly when it comes to your work and your, I'm feeling really strongly like romantic relationships. Some of you are also, I do want to say, going to be experiencing improvements in familial connections, but that's not coming in as strongly. So I do want to add that though. But a lot of you are getting the epiphanies and the revelations that you need with this combination in the 9th house. Something is being returned to you. So I think that's just about everything I'm seeing for you guys today. I hope this has been helpful. You know, let me know throughout the month or at the end of the month. Come back and let me know if any of it ended up resonating, or how it ended up playing out for you personally. Yeah, and also let me know if you guys like this idea or like this format. I'm kind of trying to, you know, play around with my style a little bit. So let me know if that works. Oh, it was really cool. It was 11:11 on the timer when I said that. Woohoo, make a wish, baby. But yeah, I am wishing you guys a happy, healthy, prosperous month ahead and the best, brightest, most beautiful things that life has to offer. See ya. Bye.